Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have started with the texturing of this particular interior over here. So let's continue it. So now what I'll be doing over here is like, I'll first start texturing this frames over here. So let's just take a Vray material. I'll go into the polygons, go into the diffuse, go into the bitmap, and let's take this texture, Control I inverse, and I'll again take this and I'll give a bit of a black color to the frame. Let's name it as frame, assign it. Now select this, again go into the material editor. Let's take Vray material, select the polygons, diffuse, bitmap, and let's assign the texture. Whatever textures you want to assign, we can just assign the textures over here. Control I inverse, again I'll go into this and I'll just assign the frame texture over here. Select this, again go into the Vray material, select the polygons, go into the diffuse, bitmap, and let's just take a texture over here and let's again inverse it and let's give the frame shader. So we are going to do this for all. So let's again select this, select the polygons, let's go into this, let's take a Vray material, go into the bitmap, and if we have some other textures, I'll just check this. I can take some other textures from it. I'll just take that. So let's go into this and we can just take any kind of a texture over here for the framing part, inverse it, go into the material, just give again a frame texture, select the polygons, again go into this. So we need to repeat this again and again. So we'll be doing this. So again I'll go into this, I'll just go into the downloads, and if I can take some material over here, I can take some texture. So let's take any kind of a texture over here. Okay, so I'll just take one texture over here, inverse, go into the material, and again I'll give a frame texture. Now what I can do over here is like, we do have, again let's assign a bronze kind of a shader. So let's go into this, let's take a Vray material, and I have a bronze material, or I can take any kind of a metallic gold shader. I can just take any whatever you like, you can just assign that particularly over here. Let's go into this and let's give a UVW map. Let's take it as a box or a cylinder, whatever you like. If this doesn't look good, you can just go into this I'll just remove this, clear it. I can just again go into this and go into the diffuse, metallic, or let's create it, that would be much better. So I'll just go over here, can just give any color to it. Increase this property and let's just assign this. So we can just go over here and let's check this, how it looks like. Okay, so I'll just off it, and if you feel like this color is not worth it, you can just make it a bit darker also if needed, according to your needs. Alright, so we can do such changes over here. I can assign the same if needed over here also, so that's all your call. Now what I'll do over here is, like, once we are done with this, again select this, let's go into the material and go into the diffuse, go into the bitmap, and let's go over here inside into the drive, and let's take some texture. So we can take some texture over here. I can assign some textures, like we can go with some ceramic textures if needed. So we can just take some ceramic textures. So this is what your concrete is like. Okay, so we can just take any kind of a texture, like kind of a ceramic or something. Let me just find it. Okay, I got some marble or kind of a texture. This is also kind of a ceramic only. This is also okay. You can just assign such kind of a texture over here, and let's give a UVW map, and most importantly I can just slightly give a bit of reflection to it if needed, and same for this. I'll just assign the same. So we can do this same for this also, or we can, okay, we'll just assign the same material for it. Let's again go into this and let's take a UVW map, and you have already assigned this. Again you can go into this and you can again assign a UVW map and set it as a box. So that can be done wherever it is required. We can just assign that in a very simple way. So select this and this, will again assign them a kind of a similar shader, a kind of a black shader, and slightly assigning them a bit of reflections. Whatever reflections you need, you can just assign them some reflections over here. So just save your file. So keep on saving the files as you are doing it. and for this, if needed, I can assign the same material for the fabric which we had used over here. So let's just assign a fabric. This looks much better. Yeah, this looks better. So I can just go into this, take a UVW map for the curtains. If needed, you can just resize that. So that can be done in this way. Again, we have something kind of a glass, but it should be a frosted glass. So how we can create a frosted glass? It's like, what you can do over here is like, let's just give any color, go into the refraction, let's give a full refraction, and into the maps, let's go into the bump, and let's give a bit of noise over here. So I'll just assign a noise and 0.01 or 0.03. I'll just give the noise and let's assign it. So once you assign this over here, let's just save the file once and let's see how it looks like. Let's see. Now this is going to be your frosted glass. So you can create a frosted glass. It might take a bit of time, but it's going to give you a frosted look over here. We can even render and see, that's not a problem. Alright, it's going to take out all this stuff. Alright. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So we are about to complete this tutorial. Few things are left which will be completing it. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.